Welcome to the Brewery Adventure. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Dan. We're here to dive into the world of your local brewery.
It's not just about the beer. It's about the vibe, the people, and the stories behind every tap room.
From small neighborhood spots to big bustling brew houses, we'll bring you along for the ride.
So grab a pint and join us on the Brewery Adventure. Cheers! Clinkety clink. Oh, wait. Bonk. Okay, we're good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Beer-flavored beer, my favorite.
I've needed this all day long.
Yeah.
Dan, we're at Wandering Leaf again.
We are.
Our home away from home.
Yeah, the unofficial but official home of the Brewery Adventure podcast.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're going to get a little plaque on the wall.
Yeah, hopefully not right on the mural.
Okay, yeah, let's not ruin the mural.
We don't want to ruin it. They've got a lot of beautiful murals here.
They really do, and a lot of beautiful plants.
Lots of plants.
It's a tropical paradise in here right now.
It is, both visually and temperature-wise.
Yeah.
I don't know what somebody... Is it Florida Man night here in the tap room? Because it's awful humid.
There's
and
just a
cue
lot
the
of
crying
bodies.
baby. Oh, God.
Actually, Dan, I think we did hit like the baby event night.
It's supposed to be ending at 6:30.
Oh.
That's why I was like, oh, yeah, that'll be perfect.
There's mahjong happening. There's a lot of babies happening in here.
I know. I figured the biggest noise we'll have to deal with mahjong is the clickety-clack of the little tiles.
Well, you're going to deal with me being distracted because they were like teaching people how to play at the table that's right behind me.
Oh.
And so I've been like leaning like, I'd like to know. I've only ever played mahjong on like a computer where you don't actually have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like the matching one.
Yeah.
That's the more fun one. My wife has a mahjong tile game. She used to play with a group of other people.
Yeah?
And they were very serious about it. It was funny.
It looks fun.
They would overtake my living room one night a month.
So what I hear you saying is that I could just ask Karen to teach me how to play.
She probably could. And she has a big, fancy, official thing like the people behind you. I mean, they're beautiful tiles.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It kind of like looks like they're doing Scrabble with symbols. I don't know how to play.
We can put that on our to-do list.
Yes, right.
Our
Learn
ever-growing
mahjong.
to-do list.
And we'll create a spin-off, just like Frasier, except it'll be the Mahjong Adventure. Oh, baby, I hear the tiles are clinking, toss salad and scrambled eggs.
It would totally work.
That's right. I'm listening. Your move. Click, click, click.
Does anyone want to guess what beer Dan is drinking at Wandering Leaf?
I'll give you a hint. I helped make it. I thought about that the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to be really sad when I come in here and this is gone.
Well, you're going to have to make another one.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, I think they'll let you.
I hope. Well, yeah, let's. A man can wish. I haven't told anybody this, but I did put one of my 7 Horcruxes in this beer, so when it's gone, I'll be one step closer to the grave. What are you drinking? That looks like a nice clear.
Oh, do you want to guess?
Can I smell it? And then
Yep.
I'll make an educated.
Yes. Dan the Beer Man in action.
Is that the pills?
No.
Czech pills? Mexican lager?
Yes.
Okay. Shoot. I should have.
Yeah. I
was
did not
thrown.
go out and do anything for Cinco de Mayo yesterday, so I'm having a Mexican lager today.
I made quite possibly the best batch of guacamole I've ever done.
Seriously?
And I tell you, I think I'm connected with all the produce at Aldi because I grabbed 7 avocados exactly 4 days before. So it was like on May 1st.
You're pushing it.
And they ripened perfectly. They were like bright green.
Oh.
The texture, there was no brown. It was perfect.
Isn't it happy? Like as soon as you cut into it and you just see how nice it is, you're like, oh, this was the time.
And my favorite thing is like whacking the seed with the knife.
Yeah.
I get a lot of enjoyment from that. Yeah. So guacamole.
What did you put in your guacamole that made it so good?
I do so obviously the avocados, some very finely minced red onion powder, garlic powder, adobo seasoning, ancho chili powder, and then I put a bunch of finely chopped cilantro. I squeeze at least 1.5 to 3 limes. It kind of depends on. So I kind of taste as I go, and then salt at the end, and then I test it with a chip, and it turned out really well. Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah, it was good. I love making guacamole. I think it's one of the things that I think I paid 59 cents an avocado, and I think about how expensive guacamole, like store-bought guacamole
59
is.
cents for the avocado?
Yeah, at Aldi. Aldi has ridiculous produce prices. That's where, and you can find, I think they might have been on sale for Cinco de Mayo, and then I was at Target. They were were like $1.19 an avocado. I'm like, in this economy, I think not. When gas is on the rise, I'm going to start putting guacamole in my car. Ole! And happy Cinco de Mayo to you, listeners. We're recording this on May 6th, Revenge of the Sixth. Revenge of the Sith. And it was happy May the 4th be with you day.
It's been a big week.
Remember that episode of Arrested Development when Job was mad that Cinco de Mayo, he was buying stuff for an event and it was all gone because of Cinco de Mayo. So he did Cinco de Cuatro to mess with people. Then people started buying stuff for that too and he got really mad. That was a reference for you.
I like it.
Who was your favorite Arrested Development character? Have we talked about this before?
No, we haven't. It's maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Remember when maybe, and I think, was it Michael? They were singing karaoke. They were singing Afternoon Delight, and then they got midway through the song and they realized it was about sex. They're like, oh, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is not a mahjong podcast or an Arrested Development podcast. This is a beer podcast.
Strangely enough.
We've been having a lot of beer fun out on the town.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
We've got a lot of events that we've been
going all over the place. This is a fun time of year. Things are picking up. February usually is pretty slow. March, you've got Oktoberfest. They brew Oktoberfest in March if they're doing the old-fashioned way. But you've got St. Patrick's Day, and then April happens, and seems like now there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yes.
But the first thing we did in April.
What was the first thing we did?
Well, the first thing we're going to talk about on the show.
Oh my God. I thought you were surprising me with something I didn't have.
At the end of April, we came to
Wandering Leaf.
There, oops. I was going to.
I warned you when we started today that I'm really, I brought my A game.
Birthday, Wandering Leaf, third anniversary. What's the gift for the third anniversary?
Oh,
One of them is tin, one of them is paper, one of them is wood, bronze, brass, helper monkey, chameleon. Oh, nope, no, these are my favorite Pokemon cards. There's a whole list.
There is a whole list. Did they call theirs an anniversary or a birthday, though?
Well, it was a birthday. The anniversary of their brewery opening.
I mean, some people go anniversaries, some people, they called it
theirs was definitely
party.
more of a birthday party. Well, whether it was spankings or some raw material exhumed from the earth, happy birthday, Wandering Leaf.
Happy birthday, Wandering Leaf.
That was a fun day. There was a lot going on.
I was looking up, your third anniversary is supposed to be leather or crystal/glass.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I did not bring them either, any of those things.
We'll have to get Robbie some leather chaps and just
He'll like that.
Be a belated birthday present. Here you go. Put these on, cowboy. Can you imagine Robbie in the Old West?
Oh my God.
Do you think he'd make it? He's very fair-skinned. I think he'd
You don't think he'd make it?
He'd burn. Well, he might, but he'd be really sunburned.
Maybe his skin would adapt.
I don't know. I mean, he's on the scale of lightness. He's lighter than you.
That's really hard.
He's like borderline. Yeah, if he had red hair, he'd definitely be a daywalker.
Wow.
I mean, I think the whitest person I know is my wife. She's as white as can be, and he's bordering up along that era. When she slathers on suntan lotion, it looks like kabuki theater. It's so thick, it's got zinc in it. I'm like, why did you put toothpaste all over your face? Are you worried about cavities?
No, you have to. You just have to.
I know. That's what people keep telling me. Give it 10 years, my face is going to be like a catcher's mitt. Wandering Leaf, third birthday.
Yeah.
They're out of the terrible twos, and now
they had quite a shindig.
And I think Robbie and Matt, they both were wearing pull-ups, so that was fun.
Like, what?
I don't know. So I'm going to be making a lot of toddler jokes in this segment.
I mean, there are a lot of toddlers here right now.
Oh, yeah, there are. I can't wait till they go to bed.
No.
I'm not a kid person. That was a fun day. It was very crowded.
Again, I don't know what goes through my head when I start thinking about the places I'm going to be going to, but I was not expecting it to be that crowded, but it was. There were tons of people outside. They had live music going outside, tons of people inside.
I was worried. I think if it would have been like maybe 5 degrees warmer and no threat of rain, I think more people would have been outside.
Yeah.
But it was a little gray. a little chilly.
Yeah.
We were situated right in the, I call it the plant alley, as you kind of like the main way you come in, and I got stepped on. Several dogs sniffed my butt, and I was just like front and center. It was like Jack Nicholson at a Lakers game, just right there next to Diane Cannon, watching it all happen. It was a fun day. Lots of great beers. They had two of my favorite food trucks.
Yeah, it was a big choice for you.
La Choza and Amazing Momo. They're both great. I got, we had a little bit of each. That was fun. And then lots of nice 3.9%, a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of good beers.
Some easy drinking.
Yeah. And then it was kind of funny. Marcus and Andrea showed up. I was like, maybe I'll text them. No, I think they'll just be here. And I met a woman who, her name is Miranda. She works for the Minnesota Aurora, and she's in charge of their like partnerships and things like that.
Well, that's
I was
really
talking
cool.
to her because the Aurora is trying to do a kind of a beer pass thing or a beer thing with breweries. So that's kind of fun.
Do you get to go like consult with them about?
I don't know. I'll give her some suggestions.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I bet Lupulin would want to do it. I know Aaron is a big soccer fan.
That's really cool.
So yeah, that was fun. I also realized at first when I saw her, I was like, that person looks very familiar. Where do I know that person? Well, she was in the A Bit Weird Innit promo video that they shot at Wandering Leaf at the very end. She was sitting at the bar. I'm like, that's why your face is familiar, because I'm old and forgetful.
Oh.
So, but yeah, super nice. I guess they know Andrea and Marcus because they used to go to Wabasha. I think they still do go to Wabasha, but they've kind of migrated here as adopting Wandering Leaf as their go-to. They're Mug Club members at Wabasha, but Wabasha, they're I don't know, they just like want to mix it up.
Yeah.
So Marcus and Andrea come here now, which is fun. It's good to go to, it's good to pollinate
everywhere.
all the breweries.
Yeah.
Go to a bunch of different ones, but they're definitely St. Paul people. What was your favorite beer that you had at the anniversary?
I don't even remember what I was drinking at the anniversary. I think I just kept ordering different, like, low ABV beers.
Yeah, I think I did A Bit Weird in it. I think I had a Pilsner Good. I think I had a Hellas. I think I had a La Hoja.
Yeah.
They've got a really nice beer list right now. I mean, they got a nice beer list all the time, but their Mexican lager is good.
That's what I'm drinking
and then when
tonight.
they got the Pilsner and the Hellas, what do you I should ask them how many kegs are left of the English Dark Mild. I mean, it's been over a month since it's been out. Probably
I
6
thought
weeks.
it's been longer than that.
Yeah, it's been 6 weeks, I think, because it went on tap at the end of March.
Yeah.
So, come in and enjoy it while it lasts. It will eventually
really
be
good.
gone. Yeah, it is very tasty.
The thing I liked about their birthday party, again, it happens every time you walk in the door here. There is such a strong sense of community when you come in here. And that was just, the anniversary party was just that, like, times 1,000.
Yeah. I think one of my highlights was actually when we went in the back and started playing golf, and Robbie got 2 holes in one.
Rigged.
Back to back. And I saw this ginormous confetti cake, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's for sharing. And then after we all broke down the tents outside, I saw people eating, and I'm like, oh, may I have a piece of cake? And they're like, yeah, go for it. We've got a lot. And I cut an aggressively large
As
piece.
you should.
Oh my gosh. I think there's few things in the world that I lose sleep over because I love them. One of them is canceled staff meetings at work.
Bonus.
Another one is really good beer. Another one is, when you go to somebody's house and they've got really fancy cheese as a snack. And then there's birthday cake. Birthday cake is really awesome. I love birthday cake. I do not love pie. I'm a cake person.
You're a cake person.
I'm team cake. And I love red velvet cake. I love cheesecake. I'm coming around on carrot cake. But when it comes to funfetti cake,
oh yeah,
I am as giddy as a schoolboy on June 6th. Because I love the colors, and I am very much a 5-year-old when it comes to food because I'm very visual about it.
That's a party cake.
It was multi-layered, great buttercream frosting. I wonder. There were like 4 layers of cake. I mean, this thing was huge. It was giant. It was ginormous, and it had fun little Wandering Leaf green frosting on the top. So I was drawn in immediately.
You're making me really hungry for cake.
The cake could have had asbestos in it. I would not have noticed it because I'm such a sucker for colorful frosting. And every bite I had of that was just a parade down Main Street of Flavortown. It was just glorious. I was so happy. And then I'm like, yes, this is great. Goes very well with hams, surprisingly enough.
Who knew?
So, I mean, Next time I make a funfetti cake at home, I'll have some hams.
Cake and hams. That sounds like a good dinner to me.
Yeah, it was a really fun time, and then we stayed late to kind of close the doors. Then
We did have an incident.
Yes, there was.
We had a very scary and serious incident that happened. The table that was
literally like right across the walkway.
Across the walkway from us, there was a woman who I think she was just walking by and she fell, tripped, like passed out. I don't think it was like an alcohol related. She was so drunk she just went home. It was like a medical event that happened, but she fell and she hit her head on the table and she was out.
Yeah.
The response to that happening, the people who immediately like rushed over to her side, they didn't know this woman. They were just people who were in the area. The staff then that came, the number of people that immediately whipped out their phones and were calling 911. It still gives me chills. Like the response to what happened was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that was really cool. I love it how like just people just like jump in and help. And of course, anytime there's a medical situation, I just freeze and I just like
like, oh my God.
I'm not good in a crisis situation. But enough people jumped in and everything. And then by the time the EMTs arrived, she was like awake and cognizant of the world around her, and they got her up on the thing and hope she's all right.
Matt was sitting with us, one of the owners at the time, and I think his reaction was very similar to mine. He was a little overcome by it. He was very shaken by it. But I think his comment was, in the world that we live in today, when stuff like that happens, I think I expect everybody to just walk on by.
Yeah.
So watching the caring and all of the people that rushed in to help was really, it felt pretty good.
Yeah.
The world is not as bad as it seems.
Right.
At least not at Wandering Leaf.
And I think that's something about craft breweries in general that have a nice following. I mean, they are community spots, and I think Wandering Leaf does it very well, but there's every place has their version of that. And I think if we could be in any brewery, if there was something like that happened, I think people would just like spring to action. And I think you forget that there are good people. Even people that, maybe some of the people that jumped in, like we wouldn't have necessarily a ton of political stuff in common with, but like in those moments, I think that like that can supersede your differences. And I think as a country, we need to remember that, because
I don't even think of it as a political thing. I think just like people don't
just think
they just
callousness and don't notice.
Not my problem.
Yeah. Those gosh darn Gen Zers. They're just I don't know. I think it was nice to see people spring to action, but I think that's very, very much about this place. That's the one thing about St. Paul. There's a lot of really nice people in St. Paul.
They're amazing people in St. Paul.
St. Paul, we're not the coolest city. We go to bed a little earlier than our counterparts across the river, but we are very, very good people and always willing to help.
That moment is going to just stick with me for a while.
Yeah, that was nice. And I think she's probably okay. She looked like everything was going to be all right. I mean, usually in those situations, they just take you for observation and stuff like that. But that was a little freaky. And then it just calms down. I think for everybody, the staff at Wandering Leaf did a really nice job of just like, okay, here, move away, give this person space. Let's make sure she's okay. And then kind of once everything was back to normal, they just didn't miss a beat and just jumped right back into filling up beers and giving air high fives and having a good time. It was very good.
And then after that, last weekend, oh my gosh, it was just last Saturday.
I know, it's been a whirlwind.
We did a double event last week on Friday and then on Saturday. Well, you kind of doubled up on Saturday because I think you went back. So on Friday, we went to Bad Weather also in St. Paul.
That's right. I promise the next time we hang out, we'll go to the Western Burbs.
No, I'm telling you, I love St. Paul. I've lived in various places in St. Paul.
That's true. I forget that. I
think it's a weird, I claim the Twin Cities as my home. It's not Minneapolis specifically. It's not St. Paul specifically. It's not one of the suburbs. It's just like the whole metro is mine.
Yeah.
It's all mine, Dan.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, I can only claim St. Paul. I've lived in West St. Paul and St. Paul.
Yeah.
Never lived anywhere else.
Again, I feel like people who were born and raised here, especially if they were born and raised out in a suburb,
Yeah.
I feel like they've got their little pocket, and it takes a lot for them to leave that pocket.
I just don't think I'm cool enough to live in Minneapolis. Everybody who lives in Minneapolis, they have fashion, they know good music, a lot of them play guitars. That's just not me.
Dan, I've lived in Minneapolis, and I have none of those things.
You have good taste in music.
Maybe sometimes.
Courtney, half of my CD collection until I was like in college was TV theme song
I had so
compilations.
many CDs with that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We would have been friends back in the day.
I think we would have.
You want to come over and listen to the Three's Company theme song while we
Yes,
play games?
I do.
Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was Friday night. I was very excited about last weekend. I was looking forward to the arcade, the outdoor bad weather arcade.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite beer events every single year. I can't remember what year they started it. Feels like it's been going at least 7 or 8 years, maybe more. They section off their parking lot. They get a ton of arcade games. Pinball games, skee-ball. They had those I felt like it was an outdoor Chuck E. Cheese.
It was like an outdoor Chuck E. Cheese, and there were a bunch of food trucks there.
Yep.
There was the beer inside at Bad Weather. They had all their garage doors open.
Yep.
So many games outside.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't know what was in my head, but when I got there, I was amazed at how many different games they had out there.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to know is, where did these come from?
There must be a company that has them all.
That's just a lot of games to rent out.
Well, and then we were mentioning at the end of the night, they just put the tent flaps down and
Yeah.
just hope nobody's going to steal them.
I wasn't plotting anything.
Yeah, you were like, what if we did an Ocean's 11 type takeover of these pinball games? I'm like, I don't know. Let's not do that. I was really psyched that somebody from Bad Weather reached out and mailed me bracelets.
That was really
That
super
was really
nice.
fun. That was super generous of them. So we got to play free. And then I left mine on all
smart.
weekend long so I could go back because I really like those games. And it's fun because I never remember to bring change. They have pinball games here at Wandering Leaf. I never play them because I never have change.
I never have changed, but also the price was on a lot of those games, like what you would normally pay for them
Yeah,
if you were
like
you
$2
went, it was
a
like
game?
$2 for a pinball
Are you
game.
kidding me?
Like that's a lot.
That's
I don't know
insane.
what the pinball costs here, but number one, don't carry change on me.
Yeah.
Number two, if you tell me to put $2 into a pinball game,
Right, that's crazy.
I just want to walk away.
I don't know. There's just some things that should always just be a quarter.
Yeah, 50 cents maybe if it's a really good one.
Right, yeah. But yeah, pinball.
Dan, we're old.
I know. It's pinball,
Back in my day.
a gumball, a really nice back scratch. Everything should just be 50 cents and just call it a day. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, that's not, and you go there, and even if you pay, I don't even know.
It was $10 for a
Was it
wristband.
$10?
It was $10.
Okay.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After 5 rounds of pinball, it's
Yeah.
like they're paying you to have fun,
Yeah.
and you just go around and play games. I love Galaga. It's such a good game.
Okay, so Friday night, Galaga, there was a high score that was 45,000.
Yep.
And you came so close at 42
Yep.
and
I
some
was
change.
3,000 away.
And then on Saturday when you said you were going back, I was really excited. I'm like, he's totally going to beat that record.
Oh, God.
And then you sent me a picture of what
It's
the new current high score was. I was like, oh.
162,000. I'm like, Jesus Christ. They had Bobby Fischer of Atari Games showed up and just totally. And I tried. It was just I don't know.
Did you beat your 42,000?
No, I didn't even come
Oh,
close. I think the highest I
damn.
got was 28. I was just yeah, I got to go home. I guess too much. I
Defeated.
think it was the cumulative effect of the blessing of the Maibach. But yeah, we got ahead of ourselves. Let's rewind.
We did.
We rendezvoused at Northbound Smokehouse and Brew Pub
Yes.
to cheers Andy the City Elf and congratulate him on his not 1, but 2 World Beer Cup medals.
Yes.
He came 1 beer. I don't even know if they entered more beers in that category, but he could have swept it. He got gold and silver at World Beer Cup in that category. His Eisbach won the gold and his Doppelbock won the silver.
That's pretty amazing.
It's very amazing when you consider that World Beer Cup isn't just breweries from America. It's breweries from all over the world. So he's going up against the breweries that brew Salvatore and all those Doppelbocks that have been around for hundreds. Celebrator. It just boggles my mind how he is so good at those beers.
Yeah.
And those aren't the only beers he's good at. Like he just really understands lagers. On Friday at 11 a.m. they tapped Eisbock and Doppelbock and had a little bit left of each one. And he said that there were people in line when they opened. To
good.
get it. So
there should be people
fun.
in line for that.
So that was fun. I always love heading right over there after work, after a school day. So
well, and we should talk about World Beer Cup a little more. There were some other Minnesota breweries that were involved.
Yes.
So that was their ceremony was April 22nd in Philadelphia. This I think was their 30th anniversary of doing these awards.
Okay.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
I think it started in 1996. Am I mathing things right?
Yeah.
It's not my strong suit, Dan.
Yeah. Yep. That's perfect.
Oh, sweet. So Andy won, Northbound won for their Eisbock and their Doppelbock. Forgotten Star also got a gold for their Dark Skies Baltic Porter in the strong beer category. Canal Park Brewing got a silver medal for their Night Trekker Baltic Porter. Then Little Thistle in Rochester got a bronze medal for their Double Elbow Tonks Tuesday Pills.
Yeah, that's fun.
I think that's
those,
a nice Minnesota representation.
Yeah, those are well deserved. And I mean, if you think about Baltic Porter, Pilsner, Doppelbock, Eisbock, those are hard categories to win. I would say conventional wisdom might lead you to assume that the categories that American breweries would win would be more like the IPAs and different things like that. You're talking classic beer styles, and when you're winning those categories, beating out other European breweries, that's saying something about your skill.
Yeah.
And I love every beer I've ever had from the Double Elbow series from Little Thistle has been incredible. It's a very unique kind of offshoot. So when Steve Finney hired Nico Tonks, who used to be the head brewer at Fair State, to be the head brewer at Little Thistle, Nico had this idea of doing a series of beers that were modeled after classic European styles, but instead of using malt from Europe, he uses malt from the United States. So he does a lot of shopping around. When I was there to do a podcast last August, I saw a bunch of bags of Troubadour malt, and that's a malt house out in Colorado. And so he's really very clued in on how and where to get quality ingredients stateside, which is something that I'd really love to see more breweries start doing, because yes, if you buy from RAR BSG, you can get whatever you want, and you probably get a discount on the price because they're so large.
Yeah.
But there are some really nice mom and pop malt farms, maltsters in the United States that are making incredible products. Two Tracks Malting in North Dakota is one of them. They supplied the malt for the Farm Aid beer that Broken Clock Brewing Cooperative made for Farm Aid's 40th anniversary, and that beer turned out incredibly well. The Gambit Brewing just brewed a beer with their, I think it's called Maltese malt. It's a darker malt from Two Tracks that just won a malt award. So, that's just right kind of next door neighbor of Minnesota. They're doing some incredible things. I'm going out there this summer. I'm doing a road trip. I'm going to do a podcast. So I'm very excited about that. So I always love, just like why I enjoy going to smaller breweries as opposed to just going to the bigger ones. I go to the bigger ones too, but there's some breweries that they feel a corporate, and I'll go there every now and again, but I love to support these small places that are less than 2,000 barrels that are really doing things well, and they're kind of along the same mindset as a lot of people when they say shop small.
Yeah.
That includes ingredients. And
Pass
so
it on.
The Double Elbow beers, if you ever see those in the liquor store, they've always got at least one or two tap lines at Grumpy's. I know they're always on tap at Meteor. Basically, if you have a reputable beer bar that knows what they're doing, they'll probably have a Double Elbow tap. And if you're listening and you're a reputable beer bar and you don't have Double Elbow on tap, talk to Nico at Little Thistle and they'll make that happen.
Yeah.
So that was very well deserved.
I need to get down to Little Thistle. That's also on the to-do list.
Have you never been?
No. I've met that guy a couple times with you at beer events, and just seems like the nicest guy.
Oh yeah, and he's great.
I
he
love
and his wife are awesome.
Yeah.
And then Nico's really cool. We should go down there. It's not a bad drive. It's like an hour and 15. So yeah.
I'm ready, Dan. Let's go.
Yeah. So and then Canal Park was kind of surprising. There was a while where their beer just kind of blended into the crowd, so to speak. When you're going up to Duluth, I remember when they first opened, I really liked their Nuthatch Brown Ale, and there was one other one. Like, I'm talking back at like 2012, 2013, 2014, in that era, because Duluth was different then. You didn't have Ursa Minor. You didn't have, I mean, you had Fitger's, Canal Park, you had Superior Brewing, but there wasn't like, there was no Earth Rider. Castle Danger was up in Two Harbors, but there wasn't as much other stuff.
Yeah.
And now I think I often overlook Canal Park because I don't think I'm the only one that thinks this, but their quality took a little bit of a dip, and it just didn't stand out.
Yeah.
So they won several awards at the Minnesota Brewers Cup Awards, and now they won a World Beer Cup Award. So maybe I need
their
to.
quality's back up.
Yeah, maybe I need to circle back. I'll always go revisit a place.
I don't think I've had any of their beers, and we didn't go there when we were up at Alpines.
Well, no, when you can't go there during Alpines. It's it's a zoo. You think the Mahjong folks are crazy. Canal Park, because it's right on the walk.
Oh.
Did I ever tell you the story of this? We called them the Duluth hippies.
No.
I've told you about the Duluth. So there were like a number of years in a row where I used to go up to Alpines with my friends Marty and Randy. And it was like a guy's weekend trip. So we'd go up there and do beer stuff. I think I was writing about beer, but we had been going since the second year it happened. So I think it started in 2010 or 2011. So I think 2011 or 2012 was the first year I started going up there. And one of the years, it started out where it was not just Minnesota breweries. It was a bunch of regional breweries and different things like that. This couple, they were a bit older. They were very much...
They were hippies?
They were hippies. And I had much longer, bushier hair, more voluminous. And I'm pretty sure this woman was stoned out of her mind because she just walked up to me and she immediately started like putting her fingers through my hair. She's like,
"Oh no,
your hair is beautiful." I'm like, why are you touching me? I don't like people touching my hair. I don't like people messing up my hair.
Yeah.
I don't want strangers aggressively / moderately sensually rubbing their fingers through my hair.
Even though she was complimenting you at the same time?
Yeah, it was very weird. I don't know. And her husband was there, and their 2 kids were like early, mid-20s.
Dan, right now in my head, all I'm thinking is like the whole family is running their fingers through your hair.
No, it was just the gal. And then every year after that, we would run into them.
Oh no.
And there was one time when we were also hanging out with some friends. The gal's name was Jody, and her boyfriend was Dennis. And on Friday night, we hung out with Jody and Dennis, and we went to this like industry party after they would have their guild meeting, and then they'd all go to this place called the Ratskeller. It's like the lower level of a restaurant, and it used to be like a speakeasy.
Oh, cool.
And it's a cave. It's really cool down there. And it was like everybody, and there were so many different people. And my friend Megan Parker, who now works for Fair State, I was like, Megan, can you get us into this like Ratskeller thing? She's like, yeah, just go to that elevator and hit the down button and just like look like you know where you're going and you'll be fine. Like,
Be
okay.
confident.
And that was a lesson. I feel like you can get in anywhere if you look like you know where you're going.
Oh yeah.
So we went down there, and Jody and Dennis were having a little bit of a lover's quarrel. And then that lover's quarrel turned into like a very tense couple of days, to the point where on the way home, Jody left without Dennis.
Oh.
And he was stuck up there. And it was really funny because I guess they're just, there's some couples that are just like oil and water. And they just love to argue, and it's just like, oh, that's just Jody and Dennis. And then they got back together and kind of off and on. I don't think Jody moved to North Carolina. She might be back now. I run into Dennis all the time. He is a St. Paul firefighter. His nickname is the Velvet Hammer, which I also think is funny. It's not anything gross. It's just... That's like the brand of coffee that their firehouse gets from Costco. It's called like Velvet something, and they're like, you're the Velvet Hammer because you drink a lot of that Velvet something coffee. I don't know. It's really funny. His family owns the Dubliner.
Oh.
So that's how there's a whole, I could tell more stories, but this is not the Dan Bovey and Alpines North story. All this is to say that one year, oh, that's right. Okay. So we ran into Jody, and this was after the festival, and she was like, I don't know where the fuck Dennis is, but your hippie people just ran by. I'm like, oh my gosh, the hippies.
Everybody knows your hippie people.
And then they didn't have Alpines during COVID. And then when it came back, 2021, everybody went up to Alpines, and it was just like people were raring to go. People got really, really drunk, and everybody was out of their minds. And I was standing at a crosswalk with my friends Chris and Kate, and we're going to the whiskey bar, and I turn around, I see this woman who has a horse and dragon t-shirt. I'm like, I have that same t-shirt, and I look up, it's the hippie lady. I'm like, oh my God, it's you. This was after COVID, so it was like a really special moment. And we just, all three of us just like gave each other a big hug.
Did you let her touch your hair?
Yes. I'm like, you can run your, well, it was kind of sad because then my hair was shorter then. One year I was wearing a hat and she came up, she's like, where's your hair? I'm like, it's under the hat. Do I need to see if my hair's under a hat? It's already messed up. So then you can touch it all you want, but I digress.
I want to hear this lady's side of, there's this guy who goes to Alpines.
Oh,
he's got the best hair.
Yeah, and then she was like, you guys should come back to our campsite.
Oh, my.
We're staying at Spirit Mountain. I'm like, we're not going to that fucking campsite. I'll tell you that right now. I'll take my chances with the sturgeon in the lake. I don't know what's going to happen if we go there. This is very weird. One year they almost hit me with a bike. They were on bikes, so they're like, Dan! You know, like, oh, it's been
You've
good.
got
And
a lot of history with these
I have
people.
a picture of every year. I'll have to curate a selection and show you sometime. But yeah, it's just one of those. I think it doesn't get any more Alpines North than that.
That's pretty good.
You know. So anyhow, I need to go back to Canal Park because the last time I was there, I was distracted by Jody and her feud and the dancing hippies.
I mean,
thank
who
you for
wouldn't
coming
be?
to my tech talk.
Yeah.
TED talk.
Where were we? We were at Northbound.
Yes. Yeah. So they had a great beer selection there. Andy has a nice pub ale. It's an extra special amber because if you call it extra special bitter, people go a little wacky.
Yep.
And he had a cask of it. So
Yeah.
I wanted to try the cask. So that's when I went there and I wanted to try a little bit of the Eisbock and I wanted to try some Doppelbock and I wanted to try the Maibach, but I knew we were going to bad weather. I'm like, I can't. I didn't bring my second liver today, so it just has to be.
You got to pace yourself.
So I need to go back and try their Maibach. It's definitely Maibach season.
Oh, darn. You have to go back.
I know. That's a bummer. So we went there, and then I was like, well, I gotta get back. I stupidly forgot the wristbands that Bad Weather was nice enough to send me in the mail at my house, so I needed to go back and grab the wristbands.
Abandoned me.
Well, I said I was leaving.
Yeah. And I didn't really think about what was going to happen after that.
And you got in a conversation with some guy. He was... This was the second time you've had a conversation with this guy.
Yes.
I think the first time was when we went there for my birthday.
Yep.
And he was there, and I didn't hear what he was saying. I didn't realize he was...
He's very entertaining. He's got a lot to say, but he has a lot to say, and he's not going to stop talking. So luckily, Andy came over at one point because he was coming with us to go to Bad Weather to the outdoor arcade. So he came over and he's like, "Oh, is it time to go? Are you getting ready?" I'm like, "Yep." So thank you, Andy, the city elf.
So then we met up there, played a bunch of pinball, played some skee ball.
So I love skee ball.
Yeah.
But there were also a lot of kids running around, so all I could think about was all of the snot-nosed little kids who were touching the skee ball balls, and now I'm touching the skee ball balls.
Yeah.
It was fine. I survived.
I think, little Maibach would just knock out any of those germs.
Yeah.
Would be good.
It was a lot
of fun. What was
they had a lot of pinball games.
Yeah,
though.
I was just going to ask, what was your favorite version?
My favorite one was the Pirates game.
Yeah, you were doing really well at that.
Yeah.
You kept getting the pirate ship to move.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was really cool. And some of the other ones were good too. The one that I thought I was really going to like that really didn't agree with me was the Jurassic Park one. That game was really mean to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was hard.
I don't know why.
Which is strange because that's the one they have at Dual Citizen, and I think I've played that one before, and I thought I really liked it, but it was like a lot harder.
That game had it out for me.
Yeah. We did the Venom one. That was pretty tough too.
Yeah.
Because the gaps between the paddles I thought were not regulation.
I wanted to measure.
Yeah.
Like, this is not regulation.
Who designed this?
What was your favorite?
I think I really liked, let's see. It was probably the pirate one because that one was good. There was another one. What was to the left of Jurassic Park? I only played it like one or two times because that was like where this group was just standing and congregating, and I'm like,
I think whatever it was, you played it and I didn't. Was that the Foo Fighters one?
Yes,
yeah.
That one. That was cool.
We were told about that one.
Yeah, that was good.
That had strong recommendations.
Yep, but yeah, by far my favorite game of the night was Galaga. We didn't even make it to Turtles in time.
No.
That's a really fun game. I sunk a lot of quarters into that at the Signal Hills Mall
Yeah.
growing up in West St. Paul. That was a lot of fun.
They also had a really fancy looking bowling game back there.
Yep.
Like it looked brand
I think they
new.
said it was new.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't
That
do the
looked really
basketball shooting either.
We would have
That's
just
always
smoked
fun.
everybody, Dan.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that was good. And
Would
then
definitely recommend that when it comes around again next year.
it's always
get it on
the
your calendar.
it's always the first weekend of May, Friday through Sunday. And then, pro tip, don't take your wristband off.
Yes.
Just leave it and just come back, as I would do later in the weekend.
I did, I left mine on Friday night. I took it off on Saturday morning before I left to go to Town Hall Brewing because I thought, we're going to be in Minneapolis. There's no chance we're going to go back over to St. Paul. I don't need this.
I know. I was really craving a burger from Bull's Horn. It's like, how about Bull's Horn? Bull's Horn? Bull's Horn. Did anybody else hear that? Bull's Horn? People want to go to Bull's Horn. How about Waldman? I'm like, oh.
Again, they were St. Paulers that are like,
know.
I want to go somewhere close to home.
I'm just like, God. That was fine. It was great because
It all worked out.
Waldman. Yeah, that was fun. And you had it. Okay. So
Yeah,
hold on.
let's
We're
not
getting,
jump ahead.
Okay, you need to take the reins. I'm too random today.
On Saturday, we went to Town Hall Brewing in Minneapolis for the blessing of the Maibach.
It was great. That was only my third time doing that.
That was my first time.
Some people have done it like 20 times.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I get that blessing of the Maibach sounds like it might have some kind of religious connotation to it. I totally ignored that part and I thought we were all just going to raise a Maibach in the air and be like, yay, beer, drink. No, it's actually a whole ceremony. And there was... Exactly. There was actually a priest, maybe 3 priests.
Yeah,
Real
lots of
priests.
men of the
not
cloth.
just people who decided to chuck on a robe and call it a day. They did a whole ceremony with multiple blessings and people were reciting things and responding. And
they did give you a hymnal.
There was a hymnal.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was, again, I don't know what goes on inside my head, but that was not it.
Well, your first question was, when we were talking about it at the Wandering Leaf anniversary party, you're like, is this something we need to be in costume for?
Yeah, I thought it was
And I
going to be
was
a
like,
funny costume thing.
That's really interesting because I'm like, what would you have worn? If I would have said yes, and in all seriousness, be like, yeah, wear a costume, dealer's choice, what would you have showed up in?
I don't know.
I'm really curious about that.
Again, I think I was blocking out the religious part of blessing, and I would have been like some little forest sprite. Yay, bless this beer.
I'm out of beer.
That's right. Has anybody seen Courtney? Yes, I'm here, right from the woods. Oh my God, what's happening? A forest sprite. Good to know.
It's my go-to for everything.
That's right. Hey, it's the annual St. Nicholas Day. Why is she dressed as a forest sprite? It's just what she does.
It's a thing.
That's good. Yeah, well, next year, it would have been a little cold dressed as a forest sprite. It was warm when we got there.
It
I
was
was
so
so
nice when
excited
we
because
got
I'm
there.
like, oh yeah, let's sit on the patio. And then they opened up the doors and then the skies darkened and it got
sun went
real
away.
windy. So windy, in fact, that it blew an entire beer into Marcus's crotch.
Yeah.
And that was unfortunate for him, entertaining for us.
He doubled down on the unfortunate things that happened that day.
That's right. What was the other?
He was served a beer and a pint glass, and there was this big
Oh,
crack
yeah.
that went almost all the way
It
around
looked like
the glass.
it had been given a Colombian necktie. Just
Yeah,
like,
and he was served the beer, and then our server disappeared, and then a woman came over to clear empty glasses away from our table, and we tried, everybody had an open mouth, they were about to start to say his beer, we need a different glass, it's cracked. Nobody could get a single word out, and she just said, I am not your server, and
no, she's
stormed
like,
off.
that's not my section. And then just went, I'm like,
She's gone.
okay, whatever happened to all hands on deck?
No, she's not helping with that.
Yeah, she was a little stressed. There were a lot of people there.
There were a lot.
So to kind of set the scene for people who have never been, they do this yearly. They typically do the blessing from 5 to 6. And so you get a beer, and you're not supposed to drink the beer until it's blessed.
Some people did, and I think
I
they're going to
know.
have bad luck for a year.
Well, that one guy at the other table did. I'm like, you're gonna
That's not a
you're
good
gonna be
idea.
in a big meeting one time in your corporate America job, and you're gonna overtrust a fart, and
Yep.
the rest is gonna be history.
Then you're going to know it's because of that Maibach.
Shouldn't have sipped the Maibach before it was blessed. So they do the prayer, they do the songs, there's the dancing of the forest sprites, and then what? Where are we? I don't like this game. Then they come around with pictures of Maibocks
Yeah.
and continue to top you off
They just kept refilling
until
glasses.
it's time to go. So that was fun. Andy was there. Andy brought some friends.
It turned into a little party.
Yeah, so Andy brought his friend Jake, who used to brew up at Hammerheart. Now he's an electrician. His friend Chad. Wait, no, Chad was from Friday night.
Yeah.
What was his friend's
Andy
name?
has too many friends.
He's got a lot of friends. He's a very affable young man.
It's hard to keep track of your friends, Andy.
So his friend who was there, he works at Bang, and I felt it really awkward because he's like, "How about we go to Bang?" And I'm like, "I
Dan.
can't. I think I'm like, I don't like Bang, not because of the beers. It's just like I don't like Kernza, and they put Kernza in every beer, and I feel like it comes off as very astringent. And I feel like that was like me putting an ice cold wet blanket on the fun, and I felt bad about it. I'm like, if you guys want to go to Bang, that's fine. I'll go to the fucking Bull's Horn like I wanted to go. But that's so we wound up going to Waldman. But then Andy disappeared, and I come to find out he's down in the basement of Town
the
Hall
anger that was on your face,
talking
Dan.
with Mike Hoops and a bunch of other people. I was like, Andy. Jim Stroner was there, the guy with the long hair.
Yeah. He was super nice.
He's very nice. He was telling us that his wife got a cell phone,
Yeah.
which is monumental. Now there's a chance she'll be able to listen to my podcast on her cell phone. But Jim is hilarious. He's a nature photographer. He was an engineer. He's retired, and all he does is travel. He travels the world. He's a world-class photographer, super nice guy, hilarious. He makes me laugh
He
constantly.
was fun to listen to.
He just has a lot of funny jokes. He's got a very dry sense of humor. When I went to Colorado for Great American Beer Festival, the only time I've been out there, he was up in the mountains, up in Estes Park, doing nature photography in his camper.
Oh.
And I was like, Jim, when are you coming down from the mountains? Because he was going to GABF. We were going to like some stuff with him. He's like, I'll come down. Let me know where you want me to meet you. And I'm like, well, what time will you be? He's like, it depends on the weather. Okay. So we plan to meet at Grimm Brothers Brew House in Loveland, Colorado, which is just 20 minutes south of Fort Collins. And I'm like, we're going to go there. We're going to be here at this time. We walk in. I'm like, I wonder if he's here yet. My friend Chad's like, is that the guy? I look over. And Jim, it's like that scene in Fellowship of the Ring when they go to the Prancing Pony and they're like asking for Gandalf and Strider's in the corner and he's like giving them the glare, and Jim was just like this. He was sitting there with his middle finger up at me.
Oh, no.
And he like looked, I mean, he looked like a man that had been living in a trailer for 3 weeks in the fucking mountains of the foothills of Colorado. He's like, is that your friend? I'm like, oh yeah, Jim. Hey.
He looks like my friend, right?
Yeah. So that was his nickname for many years, Strider. And then when he retired, he started growing his hair out. He always had kind of long hair. Then he started growing a long beard. Now we call him Gandalf the Grey.
Nice.
So it's very funny.
I was hoping you were going to say, like, I was picturing him with all that hair because that's how I saw him. I was like imagining him in that bar with like some wildlife just hanging out that he brought down from the mountain with him. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. No, then we went to the Tap and Handle. I had the world's worst hamburger and watched the Twins from my 3-minute walk from the Airbnb to the bar. I went from the Twins being up 2-0 to being down 4-2 when they lost.
Oh.
That was when they would do a 1-game playoff game. And we were playing against the Yankees. And Irvin Santana had a great year that year. They pegged him to be the game 1 starter, and he didn't tell anybody that he was feeling arm discomfort, and his velocity was down like 3 miles an hour, and they just teed off on him. It was so frustrating. But I was there with Jim, Aaron Ziert, Aaron's friend Josh, and we were drinking. They had a tap takeover from Toppling Goliath, so they had all their big stouts on. We were just drinking big stouts, and it was probably, I remember specifically, the next morning driving back from Fort Collins, talking to my dad on the phone, and I said, I think this might be the happiest I've ever been.
Oh, Dan.
It was, and I was like on the highway heading back to Denver. I was going to meet the Lupulin guys at a brewery in Louisville, Colorado, which is like on the way back. And I just remember talking to my dad, just having a great conversation with him. And he's like, how is it? I'm like, this is just great. He knew that I loved Colorado so much. He knew that it's just something about that place is magical. Fort Collins especially is just such a magical place. And I just remember that moment. Like it was sunny driving back.
That's awesome.
Early October, because that was Wednesday. It was Wednesday afternoon. So we were heading back because I was going to the What the Funk beer festival that night.
That's a good name for a
And
beer
yeah,
festival.
it was like a lot of sour beers, wood-aged beers. And then the next day was Thursday, which was like Great American Beer Festival.
Yeah.
And the reason I was out there was because myself and Eric Wentling, we were both the main writers for Beer Ploma at the time, and we had brewed a beer that Lupulin entered in Great American Beer Festival.
Nice.
So they're like, you helped us brew this beer, we'll buy you a brewer's pass as you come out with us. It was incredible.
That's so cool.
And then they wound up winning gold for their Dortmunder. We got to go on stage and give Charlie Papazian a fist bump. And that was really, really cool. And I was on cloud 9 for the entire time. It was great. So yeah, that was Jim Stroner. I've known him for many years. He's just a great person. He and his wife, Lori, are just awesome. Like he was saying, he's off to Denmark soon. I mean, he's been in Africa. They went to Iceland. They go everywhere. It's
You
just
need to change professions and
he's
be a
living
photographer.
Well, he does that. He always brings his photography equipment. Usually, I mean, a lot of times when he went to Africa, he got great pictures of wildlife, and it was like a guided thing, so they got like the right spots to see the animals and everything. It was just amazing. But he's the type of person that will set his alarm for 3:30 and climb up a hill to set up his tripod to get the sunrise. He just knows just exactly. And then, of course, the pictures turn out absolutely magnificent.
That's really
So,
cool.
yeah, so we met Jim. You met Jim at the Blessing of Maibach, and then it was time to go do something else. I wasn't quite sure what we were going to do after.
I mean, again, you were really pushing
I
for
was
Bullshorn.
pushing for Bull's Horn, but that's only because I love their burgers. I've been thinking about the burgers, burgers on the mind. But we opted for Waldman, which was great. I had the schnitzel sandwich. You had I think that was like the best beer cheese soup I've ever had.
Beer cheese soup.
Holy cats.
At Waldman.
That was really, really
I've
yummy.
been craving it. It was so good.
Had you had it before?
No. I was just thinking I didn't want like a big meal and soup.
Well, because you were
so
cold too, yeah.
Soup just sounded really.
Are you kind of a freeze baby? Do you get cold easily?
I have like a really narrow temperature range of when I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And if I'm on either side of it, you're going to hear me complaining very vocally that I am too cold or I am too hot and I am unhappy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we got to sit in the front room at Waldman, which is the original footprint of the building. So the two people that owned Waldman, Anton and Wilhelmina, their bedroom was right upstairs in the Buffalo room.
I've been in that room.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is.
And we were sitting right next to a little heater stove. And we asked them, could you turn this on? And they were like, no,
that's
sorry.
not happening. Yeah.
Not happening.
It was a fun day.
It was a
really
super fun day and really fun people to hang out with.
Yep. Yeah, I that day felt like pre-COVID when you just go out and just meet up with people and we had I knew I wanted to do the blessing, but beyond that, I really didn't have much of an agenda, and it turned out to be quite the good time.
And then you went over and played more games after that
because
I went and
you
hit
still
up some
had
more
your
games
wristband on. I still had my wristband on. One of the brewers at Badweather, was working the tent with her partner Kayla, and we sat and chatted for a little bit. Had a Mexican lager, got on Galaga, played that for a while. It was just nice. I don't know. It was just good. Yeah, all in all, a very good weekend.
Solid weekend. And I went back out on Sunday.
Yes.
I went down to Trove in Burnsville on Sunday. My friend Brian was doing a fun run that was also /walk/crawl.
Oh, boy.
I don't know. Dog friendly. Just organized a little thing down at Trove. So went down there. I took my BFF Bella and one of her moms, Victoria, came with me. So we went and we walked. We were not running. And it turns out that everybody walked because there were quite a few dogs in the group.
Oh, nice.
So we did a fun walk and then went back to Trove and had some beers and hung out for a while.
Oh, good.
And it was nice.
Sunday was a nice
It was
day.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I went on a bike ride. I went on a very long bike ride that day. It was great.
Perfect weather for being outside.
Well, yeah,
Although we were drinking all the beers inside. That's okay.
Oh. Do they? They don't really have a patio, though, do they?
They do have a patio out by the parking lot, but they also have, there's a planter that's right by their front door that a duck has decided to lay her eggs in.
Oh, cool.
So when you go in their
or
front door,
it could be territorial.
You kind of don't, Brian pointed out the duck to me because I didn't originally see it. I think he told me it was there and I still didn't see it. But that duck is just in the planter right next to you, giving you a little side eye.
Yeah.
But not flinching.
Well, yeah, they're hunkered down, keeping their eggs warm.
And there were so many dogs going in and out that front door, and that duck just stood her ground.
That's crazy. Growing up, we had a male and female mallard who would every spring come back and nest in our yard. I named them Dwayne and Darlene.
Oh. Oh.
So they were very cute, and they would, I mean, she'd set up her nest in one of the gardens, and they'd just be there. I think mallards are absolutely beautiful.
Of all the spots, though, to drop your eggs, that was
That's the
probably not a great one.
That's the funniest thing about them. They'll just do that wherever, and just like, okay. No, you weren't there. Who was I with? There was at 56 last year, a duck had like done the same thing in like one of their planters right by the door.
Yeah.
That's not a nature place.
No.
Like, it's just kind of funny. So good times.
Don't put it there. And I kept asking, like, did somebody name the duck? I think the duck needs a name. It's kind of like the mascot down there,
Yeah.
I would think.
I mean, I've seen brewery cats. I've seen brewery dogs. I've seen a brewery cockatoo. Never a brewery duck. Maybe that's the next thing.
Could be.
What do we got on the horizon? What's next?
Oh,
What's
we
on
have some upcoming
You've got some
events.
things that you want to check out.
Yeah. So Saturday, May 16th, coming up like two weekends from now. It'll be like the weekend after this episode is released.
Yep.
So you're probably hearing this maybe on a Tuesday-ish. It'll be the Saturday after that, May 16th. Boom Island is having their Nights and Pints event.
Nice.
So I went to this last year.
Okay.
We've talked about these guys before because I think they were supposed to be at Winter Beer Dabbler, and then because of the cold temperatures, they had to back out and not be there. But it is the Twin Cities Wyverns Armored Combat, and also the Flowers of Battle, which I think is their fem team.
Okay.
So it is armored combat. People
Awesome.
are in armor, like metal armor. They're swinging weapons at each other and hitting each other and fighting and duking it out in like this little ring that they have set up. It is the coolest thing to watch.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
I am so excited. I went last year. It was a blast. They're doing it again this year. It's also, this is a costume event, Dan. You are encouraged.
I'll see what I can do.
It is like a little mini.
I don't know if I can deliver on the forest sprite.
Little mini Ren Fair. You can dress up in your medieval costumes, your fantasy costumes, and go watch the knights and sip some pints.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. They
You
do a
need
lot of neat
to
stuff.
see the armored combat.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And then after that, we have Lupulin, their anniversary party on May 30th.
Yes. It's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed.
For the pizza place.
For the pizza place.
That's awesome.
And that will be fun.
Wait, are we supposed to dress up? Everything's a costume event, Dan. Are we
talked
dressing
about
up
this.
as Ninja Turtles?
I asked you what turtle you were, and you were like, I don't know.
The orange one.
Michael, do you know?
No.
You don't even know them by name. Did you watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes, all the time.
What was the blue one's name?
I don't know all the colors with the names. There's Leonardo and Donatello and Michelangelo and who's the fourth one? God.
I believe the answer you were looking for is Raphael.
Nobody cares about that one. Is he the orange one?
No, that's Michelangelo.
That's the one I am, so I don't care about the rest.
Anyhow, brush up on your Teenage Mutant Ninja trivia, and if you want to go in costume, you could do that. Or you could dress in all yellow and be April O'Neil, or you could be Shredder, or you could be Splinter, or Casey Jones.
Got a lot of options.
Yeah, I had a ton of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures, and I had the Turtle Van. It was one of the coolest action figure vehicles of all the action figure vehicles I had. That's counting some Star Wars ones, a lot of G.I. Joes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be really disappointed if we go to this and there are not people in turtle costumes.
What if there's turtles?
That'll kind of make up for it.
You should dress as the I Like Turtles kid. That would be
What does
next
that kid
level.
look like?
You've never seen that meme?
No.
This like news ladies at a fair, and this kid looks like he's got the plague. His eyes are all black. He's like, I like turtles. It's really funny. You got to check that out. It's good.
Oh,
I'm sure there'll be people dressed up.
I'll work on that. It'll be fine.
I don't recommend that. I don't know. Maybe or do. I'm excited. I think they're going to have some special variants of pizzas there.
I mean,
and
their
they're
pizza was really, really good.
And they're doing 2 beer releases, so it'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to that.
I remember last year. That was that was when I was waiting in line and I felt this tap on my shoulder. I turned around. It was you.
That's not weird at all.
I was like, oh, hello. How are you doing? I don't think I'd seen you since the Winter Dabbler.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was in line behind you.
And now we're hosting a podcast
Look
together.
how far we've
That's
come,
just
Dan.
great. Yeah.
The
yeah,
other
I'm looking
event,
forward to it.
The
Yeah.
other event I have on the horizon is not until Friday, June 26th, but it's a really big one.
Yeah.
It is the Pride Beer Dabbler at the Minneapolis Sculpture Garden. I, unfortunately, am going to be out of town in Dallas for work, and I cannot explain to you how sad I am.
Well, I'm sure Dallas at the end of June is going to be real nice.
It will not be. It's going to be super hot. I'm going to be super unhappy. And I'm going to be, why am I not at Pride Dabbler?
Yeah, I'll take pictures.
Thanks.
It'll be good.
Look at all the fun I'm having.
Hey, look at this. I dressed as a forest nymph so you could.
Oh my God.
So you feel like you're here. Yeah. Now that's one where a lot of people dress up because the breweries there's usually a theme, and a lot of the breweries that go dress up as the theme. Like one year they did like musical icons and like Elton John, Lady Gaga. Like it was really, really cool.
You're trying to make me more upset that I'm going to miss this.
No, I don't know.
Tickets are on sale now, so everybody else who can go, you should go grab a ticket.
Yeah, get your tickets.
You can all taunt me.
Buy early and often. Yeah, that's fun. Summer's just it's almost here. Almost here. We got like 1 month left. I think there's like 8. I don't know. I had a count the other day of like days left of school. It's like 22 or something. So we're getting there.
You're supposed to have a solid count, Dan.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
What kind of teacher are you?
Mediocre at best.
Oh.
But
that's what I have on the horizon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff happening.
Yep. Yeah, there'll be more things, and just keep listening to the Brewery Adventure.
Yeah.
Here I think we probably will we were talking about Tillion.
Yes.
Heading up there, or heading down there I should say. We'll have a lot more fun stuff in store.
Some little mini road trips. We're definitely going down to Rochester. I feel like there's a smattering of breweries I want to go to in Rochester.
Yep. And one place where you can get like 30 seltzers on tap.
I don't know if I need to go there.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh.
But such a place exists.
Woo! I mean, I don't mind a seltzer. I don't know that I would drive all the way down to Rochester for seltzer, though.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I know.
All right.
You should all check your local craft brewery to see what events they have going on, because I'm sure that there are some fun things happening.
Yeah. I mean, Art-A-Whirl, that's also the other big thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know we're getting closer and closer to the Dangerous Man tap room opening.
Yes. Do you have a date?
I'll probably have a date.
I feel like you have a date now and you just can't say it.
I'm interviewing Jeremy Coons, the owner, next week. So he'll have some details. So you'll just have to either pay attention to social media or wait for the next episode of A One Pint Stand to come out, and then you'll hear all the details.
Welcome back, Dangerous Man.
Yes, I'm excited. Yeah, and then Broken Clock does their like sound wave outdoor music thing on the 16th. So there's a lot going on in Minneapolis. Those of us in St. Paul will be just quietly gardening, listening to Enya in our forest nymph uniforms. Sail away, sail away, sail away. What?
With that, Dan, where can people find you?
People can find me by searching up A One Pint Stand. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, Mastodon, and TikTok. And if you want to read about stories, go to aonepintstand.com, because I'm about halfway through with the second article from our Milwaukee trip.
Yeah.
First one was a deep dive into the Mustard Museum, so that was a lot of fun.
It deserves a deep dive.
Yeah, so a lot of written stuff on there.
Awesome. I am Courtney. You can find me at The Brewery Adventure on Instagram, or you can email me, Courtney@thebreweryadventure.com, or visit thebreweryadventure.com if you'd like to go to the website and check out our previous episodes. That's all we've got. Again, go support your local craft brewery.
Yes, get outside. Go. The sun is shining now. Hopefully it'll get warmer, although today it was like 44 degrees. Someday it'll be 75 and sunny.
We could just get like multiple days that are nice.
I know.
Gets nice and then it gets crappy.
Gardening.
You are going to be gardening to Enya.
I wasn't joking. That was the only honest thing I said all podcast.
Wait, are you going to be wearing a forest nymph costume?
Hooah!
Oh!
Only time will tell.
I need another beer, Dan.
Check my neighbor's ring cam. Let's do this. Oh, that's not a good one. Okay, yeah, that's all I got.
That's all we got.
All right.
We will see you next time on The Brewery Adventure.
Cheers.
I think the microphones hit and the glasses
Glunk.
hit. Everything.
What was I going for? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had a sound in mind. Oh, that one.
All right. Cut it.